Hello everyone, welcome to the doubt discussion video. So in this video, we take some of the examples that are asked by our students and try to solve it in the form of a video. If you are new to our channel, you can check out our app APACD from the Google Play Store and our website apacd.in, and you can check out the various courses and the free available resources also for your exam preparation. And if you buy our study packages, then you can also ask these doubts, and if it is important, we'll try to solve it in the form of a video example. In this question, it says determine the collapse load for the beam shown in the figure if the plastic moment capacity is MP. So we have this propped cantilever and the plastic moment capacity is MP. So for this given condition, we have to find out the collapse load. Let's say collapse load is WC. Now this is a question from plastic analysis. So if we see the degree of static indeterminacy, so for this beam there will be vertical reaction at the fixed support and a moment at the fixed support and a vertical reaction at the propped end. So we have three unknown reactions, and equilibrium equations we'll have two, that is the summation of vertical forces equal to 0 and summation of moments about any point equal to 0. So we have two equilibrium equations. So degree of static indeterminacy here is 1. Now for the failure of this beam, there has to be ds plus 1 plastic hinges. So there have to be two plastic hinges for the mechanism to form, or for this beam to fail, we can say. So one of the plastic hinges will form at the fixed end, and another plastic hinge, as the uniformly distributed load is applied, the other plastic hinge can form anywhere on the span. We do not know the location, but it will form where the moment at the section is equal to the plastic moment. So then we'll have to find out the location of this second plastic hinge. Let's say it is forming at a section x distance away from the propped end or from this roller support. So we can say at the collapse, when one hinge has formed here, what will be the reactions. So if hinge has formed here, so plastic moment at hinge will be MP. Then if we write the summation of moments about point A, sigma ma is equal to 0. So we'll have RB times L minus W L square by 2 due to this UDL, plus due to this MP, so it will be simply MP plus MP is equal to 0. Then from here we obtain RB as WL square by 2 minus, sorry, this one L will cancel out, so WL by 2 minus MP by L. Then we can write the moment at a section x distance away. So we can say mx is equal to RB into x minus Wx into x by 2 because of this UDL. Then if we put the value of RB, we have WL by 2 minus MP by L times x minus Wx square by 2. Now for the bending moment to be maximum, I mean this plastic hinge has higher chances to form where the bending moment is maximum at the section. So we can say for bending moment to be maximum, this dmx by dx should be equal to 0. So if we apply this condition, we have WL by 2 minus MP by L minus 2Wx by 2. So Wx. So if we solve this, so from here we obtain MP is equal to L times WL by 2 minus Wx. So that is the condition for maximum bending moment. Now we know at a section, the plastic hinge will form when this maximum bending moment or the bending moment at a section is equal to plastic moment. Then using this condition, we can put this value in this equation of mx. So from there we have mp is equal to WLX by 2 minus MPX by L minus WX square by 2. So from here we can write MP times 1 plus X by L is equal to WX by 2 times L minus X. Then we can put the value of this MP, because we are interested in finding out the value of X, that is the location where the plastic hinge will form, where the second plastic hinge will form. So MP is equal to L times WL by 2 minus WX times 1 plus X by L is equal to WX by 2 times L minus X. Then if we further solve it, we have L times W, we can take out common and we can write it as L minus 2x upon 2 times L plus x by L is equal to Wx by 2 L minus x. So this 2 will cancel out, and here this L will cancel out, and this W will cancel out. Then we can simplify the rest. So we have L square plus Lx minus 2xl minus 2x square is equal to xl minus x square. So this xl or Lx will cancel out, and we have x square plus 2xl minus L square is equal to 0. After simplifying, and it is just a quadratic equation, so we can find out the value of x as minus b plus minus root of b square, that is 4l square, because b is 2l, minus 4ac, so that will be 4 times l square upon 2a, so that is upon 2. So if simplifying it, we have minus l plus minus root 2l as the value of x. Now if the value of x is negative, then it will have no significance, because in our question or in our consideration this is x is a positive. So from that we can say x is equal to minus L plus root 2L, or L times root 2 minus 1, and from here root 2 value is 1.414. So from that we have x as 0.414 times L. Now once we know the value of x, we can find out the collapse load. So using this equation for MP, we have MP is equal to L times WL by 2 minus WX. Then X we can put as 0.414L. So we have L times WL by 2 minus W 0.414L. Now in this equation, this W will be nothing but the collapse load. So if you simplify it, we obtain the value of W from here as 11.6 MP by L square. So that is this is collapse load WC. So that is the required value of collapse load for a propped cantilever with a UDL. So you should remember that if we have a propped cantilever with a UDL, then in that case we cannot say that the hinge will simply form at L by 2. That's not true. We have to first find out the location of maximum bending moment, and with that condition we have to find out the collapse load here. So this is it for today. Next time we'll come up with more such questions. If you like our content, you can like this video and share it with your friends. Also, you can check out our website apscd.in and our mobile app from Google Play Store, that is APSCD.